Behind the red carpets, flashing cameras, and perfect smiles, some of the world's most beloved celebrities are fighting silent battles that could change or end their lives. You may see them on screen and never suspect the pain they hide when the spotlight fades. Some chose silence, others had no choice. Watch until the end, because the stories you're about to hear may truly surprise you.
Tim Curry. Tim Curry is a name forever etched into pop culture history, instantly recognizable for his electrifying performance in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. His charisma, versatility, and unmistakable voice made him one of the most memorable actors of his generation. However, in 2012, Curry's life changed dramatically when he suffered a major stroke that severely affected his mobility and speech. The event marked a turning point not only in his career but in his daily life. The stroke left Curry partially paralyzed, requiring the use of a wheelchair and extensive rehabilitation. For an actor whose physical presence and vocal delivery were central to his craft, the impact was profound. Many assumed his career had come to an abrupt end. Yet Tim Curry refused to let that assumption define him. Instead of disappearing from the industry, he adapted. In the years following his stroke, Curry gradually returned to creative work, focusing primarily on voice acting, a medium that allowed him to continue performing while working within his physical limitations. He lent his iconic voice to animated series, films, and video games, reminding audiences that his talent had not diminished, only transformed. He has also made rare public appearances, including attending fan conventions, where he has been met with overwhelming support and admiration. As of recent years, Curry lives a largely private life, prioritizing health and comfort while remaining connected to his fans in quieter ways. His journey is not one of retreat, but of resilience. Tim Curry's story stands as a powerful reminder that passion does not vanish with adversity. Even after a life-altering medical crisis, creativity, purpose, and legacy can endure.
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond is one of the most iconic voices in American music, a legendary songwriter and performer whose career spans more than 6 decades. Best known for timeless classics like Sweet Caroline, America, and Song Sung Blue, Diamond's music has become woven into the cultural fabric of generations. His powerful lyrics and unmistakable voice turned deeply personal emotions into universal anthems, earning him a place among the greats of modern music. In 2018, Diamond revealed a deeply personal truth. He had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a progressive neurological condition that affects movement, balance, and coordination. The announcement came during his 50th anniversary tour, forcing him to make the heartbreaking decision to retire from live touring. For an artist who thrived on performing and connecting with audiences face-to-face, stepping away from the stage was one of the most difficult moments of his life. Rather than withdrawing completely, Diamond chose acceptance over silence. In the years since his diagnosis, he has spoken candidly about learning to live with Parkinson's, acknowledging its challenges while refusing to let it erase his identity. Although he no longer performs publicly, music remains central to his life. He continues to write, reflect, and remain creatively engaged in quieter ways. In recent years, Diamond has made select public appearances, including celebrating A Beautiful Noise, the Broadway musical based on his life and music. Now in his 80s, he lives privately with his wife, focusing on health, family, and peace. Neil Diamond's legacy remains untouched by illness. His songs continue to echo through stadiums, radios, and hearts worldwide, proving that while the body may slow, true artistry never fades.
Dustin Diamond.
Dustin Diamond became a household name as Screech Powers, the awkward, lovable character who brought constant laughter to Saved by the Bell. Debuting in the late 1980s, Diamond grew up in front of millions of viewers, and Screech quickly became one of the most recognizable characters in teen television history. For many fans, he represented innocence, humor, and the carefree spirit of childhood. But life after fame proved far more complicated. As Diamond struggled to break free from the Screech persona, his career took an uneven path.
Public attention increasingly focused on personal controversies rather than his work. His 2009 memoir, Behind the Bell, drew heavy criticism for its harsh portrayal of castmates, and ongoing legal issues further damaged his public image. Behind the headlines, however, Diamond was quietly navigating personal and professional isolation.
In January 2021, everything changed. After experiencing pain and discovering a lump in his throat, Diamond sought medical care and was diagnosed with stage 4 small cell carcinoma, an extremely aggressive and rare form of cancer. The disease progressed rapidly, spreading throughout his body before effective treatment could begin. Just weeks after his diagnosis, Dustin Diamond passed away on February 1st, 2021, at only 44 years old. His death shocked fans and cast a new light on his life. In the years since, public perception has softened, with many reflecting on the immense pressure he faced as a child star. Though his later years were marked by struggle, Dustin Diamond's legacy lives on through the joy he brought to millions. To many, he will always be Screech, a character who helped define a generation of television and left an unforgettable mark on pop culture.
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill is a quietly commanding presence in film and television, an actor whose career has spanned decades without ever relying on spectacle alone. From his iconic role as Dr. Alan Grant in the Jurassic Park franchise to powerful performances in Peaky Blinders and Hunt for the Wilderpeople, Neill has earned global respect for his depth, restraint, and emotional intelligence on screen. Yet behind this enduring success, he faced one of the greatest challenges of his life. In 2022, Neill revealed that he had been diagnosed with angioimmunoblastic T-cell lymphoma, a rare and aggressive form of blood cancer. What began as small lumps in his neck quickly escalated into a life-threatening condition, requiring intensive chemotherapy. When initial treatments proved ineffective, he was placed on a newer cancer medication that ultimately helped stabilize the disease. Throughout this period, Neill continued working when possible, using acting as both a creative outlet and a source of strength.
Rather than hiding his illness, Neill chose transparency.
He openly shared his experience, including the physical exhaustion, uncertainty, and emotional weight of living with cancer. In 2023, he announced hopeful news. The cancer had entered remission, though ongoing treatment remains part of his life. The update was met with widespread relief and admiration from fans around the world.
Today, Neill continues to act selectively while prioritizing health and balance. He also reflected on his journey in his memoir, Did I Ever Tell You This?, offering insight into fame, mortality, and gratitude. Sam Neill's story is not about fear, but perspective, a powerful reminder that resilience is often quiet, honest, and deeply human.
Olivia Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John was more than a global superstar.
She was a symbol of warmth, grace, and resilience, whose influence stretched far beyond music and film. Rising to fame in the early 1970s, she captured the world with her pure voice and natural charm, delivering timeless hits like Hopelessly Devoted to You, Physical, and Magic. Her role as Sandy in Grease cemented her place in pop culture history, making her a beloved figure across generations. Behind her radiant public image, Olivia faced a long and deeply personal health battle. In 1992, she was first diagnosed with breast cancer, a diagnosis that shocked fans but marked the beginning of her extraordinary advocacy journey. Though she entered remission, the cancer returned years later, eventually spreading to her shoulder and later progressing to stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Rather than withdrawing from public life, Olivia chose courage and purpose.
She became a passionate advocate for cancer research and holistic wellness, founding the Olivia Newton-John Foundation Fund and supporting integrative cancer care worldwide. She spoke openly about living with cancer, emphasizing hope, mindfulness, and choosing joy even in uncertainty. Her honesty and compassion made her a source of comfort for countless patients and families facing similar struggles. Olivia Newton-John passed away peacefully in August 2022 at the age of 73, surrounded by loved ones. Her passing marked the end of a nearly 30-year journey with cancer, but not the end of her impact. Today, her legacy lives on through her music, her philanthropy, and the lives she touched with empathy and strength. Olivia Newton-John remains a powerful reminder that true beauty lies not only in talent, but in courage, kindness, and the ability to inspire hope until the very end.
Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates is one of Hollywood's most respected and fearless actresses, known for her extraordinary emotional range and unforgettable performances. From her Oscar-winning role in Misery to acclaimed work in Titanic, American Horror Story, and Matlock, Bates has built a career defined by power, vulnerability, and longevity. Even well into her 70s, she continues to command the screen with remarkable presence. Behind her professional success, Bates has endured a long and deeply challenging health journey. In 2003, she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, a life-threatening illness that required extensive treatment. She later went into remission, believing she had overcome one of the hardest battles of her life. Nearly a decade later, in 2012, she faced another devastating diagnosis: breast cancer. This time, Bates chose to undergo a double mastectomy to protect her long-term health. While the surgery was successful, it led to a chronic and often overlooked condition known as lymphedema, which causes persistent swelling and discomfort in the arms. Rather than suffering in silence, Bates made a powerful decision to speak out. She became a leading advocate for lymphedema awareness, using her platform to educate the public and push for better treatment and understanding. Today, Kathy Bates remains cancer-free and continues to work selectively while prioritizing her health. She also serves as a board member and spokesperson for the Lymphatic Education and Research Network. Her story is not only about survival, but transformation. Kathy Bates stands as a symbol of resilience, proving that true strength lies in confronting hardship openly, adapting with courage, and using personal pain to uplift and empower others. Val Kilmer was a legendary American actor known for his intense dedication, artistic fearlessness, and commanding screen presence. Over the course of his career, he brought unforgettable characters to life, from the cool, self-assured Iceman in Top Gun to his electrifying portrayal of Jim Morrison in The Doors, and his complex, introspective take on Bruce Wayne in Batman Forever. Kilmer's performances were marked by a distinctive voice, expressive physicality, and a willingness to fully inhabit his roles, often pushing creative boundaries. Behind the scenes, Kilmer faced a profound personal challenge. In 2015, he was diagnosed with throat cancer, a diagnosis he initially kept private. The aggressive treatments that saved his life, including chemotherapy, radiation, and multiple tracheostomy procedures, caused permanent damage to his vocal cords, leaving him with a severely limited speaking voice. For an actor whose identity was deeply tied to language and sound, this loss was devastating. Rather than stepping away from creativity, Kilmer adapted and evolved. He embraced new forms of expression through writing, painting, and technology-assisted communication. His 2020 memoir, I'm Your Huckleberry, offered a candid and reflective look at his career, spirituality, and survival. The documentary Val, 2021, assembled from decades of personal footage, revealed an intimate portrait of an artist driven by passion, vulnerability, and resilience. Kilmer's emotional return in Top Gun Maverick, 2022, served as a powerful reminder that presence and meaning transcend physical limitation. Val Kilmer passed away on April 1, 2025, in Los Angeles at the age of 65 due to pneumonia, leaving behind a lasting legacy of iconic performances and unwavering creative spirit. His work and life continue to inspire audiences as a testament to courage, reinvention, and enduring artistic identity. Behind the fame, these celebrities remind us that strength is often tested far from the spotlight. Their stories are not just about illness, but about courage, adaptation, and the will to keep moving forward despite unimaginable challenges. Whether they continue creating, advocate for others, or quietly endure, each journey leaves a powerful lesson about resilience and humanity. If these stories moved you, take a moment to reflect. Share this video with someone who may need inspiration and help spread awareness. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next story.